Hello, this is Archie from Crafting with Archie and welcome to this video. Thank you for dropping by. This is the little bag we're making today. You can see here, really simple, has a lovely curved aspect to it. That's just because there's no scoring at all in the pattern paper. So it just has a lovely curve to it. So I usually call this my curvy bag. So I love this, and this uses one of the new ink colours, which is Petunia Pop, and this pattern paper here is from the Unbound Beauty collection pack. So let me show you how I've made it. This one, as I said, was Petunia Pop. We're going to do a different colourway now. We're going to do Pretty in Pink, and I have a piece here of cardstock that measures 5 inches by 4 inches, and we're going to score at 1 inch on all sides. So 1 inch. And just on all sides, there we go. That's 1 inch. That's all the scoring we need to do, so we can get rid of that. Now we're just going to fold on all of our score lines. So let's get our bone folder out and do that. Okay. So now, in landscape mode, so this is the 5-inch side here, we're going to do a little bit of cutting. We're going to cut along the score line to the score line. We're going to do that here on both sides, and then on the little tabs you've released here, you're going to just give a little mitre cut, so just a little cutting at a little angle, just like that. So you're left with that. And do the same on the other tab, and you're going to do the same on the other side. So other side, along the score line to the score line, along the score line to the score line, and then just cut that little mitre, that little angle. Get rid of these pieces here, and the reason we do this, it just helps the box fold together more easily, especially if your measurements aren't totally accurate. Okay, so now we have these 4 little tabs, one at each corner, and that's where we're going to put the glue. So I'm going to use some Tombow here. You could use Seal Plus, or you could use some tearing tape. I wouldn't feel Seal on its own would be strong enough. Okay, and then we're just going to fold in like that. So fold your corner, your tab in, and bring this wall to meet that wall, and keeping your corners as straight and squared off as you can. So last but not least, it's this one here. Okay, and this is the base of our little box or bag. Now I have a different pattern of design series paper. It's this one here, and this piece measures 3 inches by 12 inches. So I don't think we're going to need the full 12-inch piece. We're not. So I'm going to cut it off, I think, actually at 11.5 inches, just taking off that extra ½ an inch, just so it's not so much bulk. Okay, so now our piece measures 3 inches by 11.5 inches. And we're going to put some tearing tape along all of the base here. So let's do that. Okay, so we can decide which is our base and which is our top. Don't think it really matters, but I'm going to have this as my base. And I'm just going to run a line or adhesive along there. So that's going to go around my box. Something like that. So I'm going to have a line of adhesive here as well. I'm just going to take this off. There we go. And then I'm just going to use my bone folder to give that a burnish so everything sticks down really well. Now I'm not going to remove the backing all in one go. Just going to remove a little bit so everything doesn't stick to everything. I'm going to start in the middle of the back, so my seam is at the back. And I'm just going to line up the base where I've got my tear and tape with the base of our little box that we made. And keeping everything as straight as possible. So I'm just going to pull off a little bit more. Just doing it slowly. Slow is good. If you do it slower, I find you've got less chance of things going wrong. Pull off the rest of that tear and tape there. And I'm just, as I said, trying to keep it in line with the base. And I can take the rest of it off, and also that. I'll just keep everything lined up. There we go. I hope you can see that okay. Sorry if I was a bit off camera, off shot, but there we've got. Now I've got a piece here of Pretty in Pink, and this measures cardstock, and this measures 1/2 inch wide, and we're just going to decide how long we want our handle to be. So I'm going to just trim off a little bit of excess here. We don't need it all. And then I'm going to take my tear and tape, and I'm going to put a little bit at each end. Doesn't matter which side of the cardstock you do for now. It's going to fold in like that. So I'm going to take my bone folder and just run it along with my thumb on top, and just run it straight through, and you see how it already starts to form that arch, that handle shape that we want. So I'm going to take the backing off my tear and tape now, and I'm going to just put one side down like that, bring it over to the other side, hold it down like that, and there we have our, this is the back, that's the front of your bag. Isn't that cute? So we're going to set that aside, do a little bit of stamping. Stamps that we're going to use is this one here called Simply Said, and we're going to have birthday wishes. So I'm going to use Pretty in Pink ink. So ink that up nicely, and just going to, there we go, birthday wishes. Move that aside, and while that quickly dries, I'm going to attempt to tie a bow. So this is the new Pretty in Pink ribbon. Never used it before. This is my first time. I'm just going to use a little bit here on the reel. I tend to do one more bows on the reel to try and save as much of my ribbon as I can. So I'm not the world's best at doing a bow, as you will know if you've watched any of my videos. I still do struggle, it doesn't seem to matter. I've watched some videos and people seem to do it so easily, and I wish I could, and I try and do it myself, and it just doesn't make sense to me what they do. I can't make it work for me, so I'm not good at everything, so it's just the way it is. So set that aside. That is our little bow. Now I'm just going to trim down our sentiment using my trimmer. And I'm just going to, I think I'm going to need more than that. Okay. And I'm just going around it, just doing this freehand. I'm really not paying any attention to measurements. I'm just eyeballing it. Maybe a little bit more of the base. Yeah, that will do. So get rid of that. Get rid of all these bits. Don't worry, I'm not putting it on the floor. I have a bin right next door to me. I'm going to stick this to our front of our bag, and I'm wondering, no, I'm just going to stick it down. I'm just going to put this on the front here. Try and keep it straight. Give it a press down so it will take. There we are. And then I'm going to use some glue dots to attach my ribbon. And there you go. So there's one bag. There's the other bag. I hope you liked them. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you wanted more information about the project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.